Prophet is the first boss in Saros, but don't let that bring your guard down, as it can still be a challenge for those unprepared. Since this is the first boss and you're still building up your integrity and power, we do recommend exploring the first area thoroughly before rushing in. Finding a suitable weapon and collecting valuable resources will put you in a much better position to take this beast down. Here's everything you need to know to defeat Prophet. Phase 1 introduces almost every mechanic you'll encounter throughout the fight. To start, focus on the yellow orbs on the sides of the boss, as you must destroy all of them to force Prophet to open its chest and expose its weak point. While targeting the orbs, stay mobile to avoid the floating blue projectiles and jump over the yellow corrupted projectiles traveling along the floor. Occasionally, the boss will stomp its limbs 1 to 3 times to create yellow beams. We recommend jumping over these because they are low to the ground, allowing you to keep firing while in mid-air. Most importantly, stay in the center of the arena the entire time to avoid the red grass at the edges, which will significantly slow you down. Once the stationary orbs are destroyed, Prophet will expose its glowing chest, and you will focus your fire here. About halfway through the first and second phase, he will close his chest, and you'll need to once again destroy the stationary orb enemies to get him to expose it once more. While you are attacking the weak point, blue homing projectiles will begin to chase you, which is the perfect time to use your shield for absorption. Next, the boss will likely follow up with 3 waves of yellow corrupted projectiles. Back up to create distance so that these are easier to dodge. The first 2 waves travel diagonally, so we recommend dashing away from these. The third wave is horizontal, so you should simply jump over it. Throughout this entire sequence, do not stop shooting. If a group of 5 blue projectiles targets you, either dash at the precise moment of impact or use your shield to absorb them. Keep up the pressure until the first health bar is drained. Phase 2 follows a similar rhythm where you must destroy the yellow side orbs to expose the chest again. However, Prophet ramps up the intensity. The phase begins with the boss shooting out these glowing masses that shoot a bunch of yellow bullets when they land. Make sure to shoot these as soon as you can to prevent them from shooting more bullets out while you're focusing on the boss. The corrupted projectiles will also now ripple outward in circles that start small and then they expand. Furthermore, the corrupted waves increase from 3 to 4, so be prepared to dash 1 extra time. The boss also upgrades its stomp attack. The first stomp sends out 1 beam, the second sends 2, and the third sends 3. Jump over the first 2 since they are still low, but dash through the third to ensure you aren't caught mid-jump by the largest wave. The boss will again fire blue projectiles that follow you. Use your shield to neutralize them, and if your power weapon is ready, follow up immediately since there is a clear opening afterward. You should aim to land power weapon shots whenever you find a window to do so. At this stage, the boss will cycle through these patterns and you'll simply need to counter them accordingly until you reach the final phase. In the final phase, you will face Prophet's attack patterns one last time, but in a much smaller space as you are enclosed by vine walls. Back up as much as possible to increase your reaction time. We recommend jumping whenever possible to save your dashes for when you truly need them. Continue using your shield for blue projectiles and even potentially for the yellow projectiles too, if you have the shield amplifier perk unlocked from the armor matrix skill tree. While this will build up corruption and reduce your max life, it is a much better alternative to taking heavy raw damage. Note that the vine walls themselves will not hurt you, so do not worry about touching or dashing into them. And above all, do not stop shooting and unleash your power weapon whenever it is available. Give this boss everything you have and it will be over before you know it. And that's it. That is everything you need to know to defeat Prophet and move on to the next biome with ease. For more boss guides and tips for Saros, check out our wiki over at IGN.com. And for everything else gaming, stick with IGN. Now sit back and enjoy a fully unedited clip of me taking down Prophet.